What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another deck profile. Today I wanted to bring you my Snake Eyes FIENDSMITH deck, fully maxed out. Being that the ban list is going to hit this deck pretty hard, I'm assuming and I'm predicting, I wanted to bring you guys this deck as it is at max power. I don't feel like the deck is going to be bad once it does get hit, but I do feel like, we're going to have to make some changes. I won't be explaining too many things because it's Snake Eye FIENDSMITH. You guys know what these cards do already. Let's get right into the deck profile. Real quick, I just got to show off the new tokens for the channel. You know what I mean? Got that very nice token right there. And then we got the boys. I drew all of these on my iPad and I love the way that they came out. If you guys are interested in any of these tokens, by all means, let me know. I'm going to be putting out new tokens on the channel from time to time. All of these will be hand drawn by me. They look amazing, and I'm looking forward to sharing these with you guys because they just look dope. This one I use more so like a fill center. So yeah. All right, so just like any profile, we always start off with the monsters. So first off, we have triple Snake Eye Ash. This Ash, I really don't need to explain any of this stuff in the deck, but you know what I mean? I just really wanted to show it off because it's high rarity and why not? At this point, what channel doesn't have a Snake Eye profile on their channel? Next up, gotta play the double popular. You know what I'm saying? We got those QCRs. They looking very nice, very high rarity. But pop is popular. Can't say too much about it. Next up, we run the one oak. I'm hoping that this gets a rarity bump in the new Bonanza or one of these sets coming out. Next up, I run two Flamebirds. Now, some people only run one or opted to cut it down to one, but I like running two because sometimes this one might get banished. I just like running two. I like knowing that I have the second in my deck whenever I need it. It's never dead. It's discard fodder for which, if anything, you know what I mean? Gotta run the one Diabellstar. Helps you extend. Big body, you know what I mean? You love it, and it's QCR, so why not? Next up, very standard, very common, triple Black Witch. Black Witch is the reason why you can run certain floodgates and just turn them off when you want because you're just sending cards. Also, I mean, your Snake Eye cards too, but this just helps you shut things off faster. I want to say you don't have to commit to a normal summon, so, love this card. Next up, we run the triple FIENDSMITH Engraver. Gotta run that engine and the one Lori. I mean, we got that OG DT. And the three QCRs, definitely had to get them from my last profile because, them secrets cool, but the QCRs, they just hit different. The hand traps for running triple Ash Blossom. It's Ash Blossom, don't really need to explain it. Got the QCRs in there, you know what I'm saying? Next up, for the hand traps, two Effect Veiler. Some people run three. I like Veiler at two. I hate getting shifted and not being able to drop this card, so that's why I decided to run it at two. Then I run one Droll, one Ogre, one Nib, and then I also run the Bestials. The reason why I'm running these at ones is because I do play cross out at three, so I do have targets to stop whatever my opponent's trying to drop on me. Even these, being able to cross out these are seeing heavy play this format. Well, as the format's rounding out, these are seeing heavy play, so cross out is really good to me. Next up for the spells, we're running triple Bonfire. I do feel like this is gonna get hit, which is why I haven't invested in collector's rares. And also I just like, I like gold text on my cards, but it's Bonfire, it's a starter, you gotta run it. You know what I mean? Very, very nice. Next up on the list, we're running triple Wanted. I'm predicting that this is gonna get hit too. Hey man, while we got it at three, we gotta run it at three. You know what I mean? QCR is no less. Next up, we run the one Original and then the one Temple. Gotta run them, too nice. You know what I mean? Gets things going, gets things flowing. Very simple, very nice. Next up, we run three of this God card, cross out Designated. I really hope this card doesn't get hit. I feel like this is just such a good card to just turn off so many other things. And typically in this format and in these deck lists, we're running a lot of the same hand traps, a lot of the same spells, traps, unless you're playing like that one-off archetype, that rogue archetype, whatever. But cross out Designated is just too good. Whenever you have this in your hand, you can definitely play more aggressive because you can deal with whatever they're trying to put out against you. You know what I mean? Running the one for one. Sometimes I switch in and out between keeping this in and then taking this out, but for what this is able to do and not having to commit to the normal summon is just too good. So that's why I choose to run it. And then when you have that dead Flamebird in your hand, or you might have a dead Witch or a dead Diabellstar, you can just send it off with this and just get things going. Running the one call by, gotta run the one call by. It's almost like a fourth cross out. They ash you, they veiler you, ghost mourner you, any of that. Just turn it off, you know what I'm saying? Shut up. I'm running double, triple Tactics Talent. Game 2, I probably side these out just to add more potent cards that's gonna mess my opponent up even more. But when you're summoning your bodies, like 9 times out of 10, your opponent's gonna activate something during your main phase. So this is almost never dead. You know what I mean? Depending on what you're playing against, but if you're playing against meta, this is almost never dead and it'll always go off. So just being able to draw two or pop one from the hand is it's just too good not to run it, you know? Next up, I'm running double FIENDSMITH tracked. I know people only run one, but I feel like the fact that you recur your engine so much and you're sending stuff back to the extra deck in the deck, I feel like this is just a good card to go off. Also, that fusion effect where you can banish it from your graveyard to fuse from your field or hand is just too good. And there's a lot of situations that comes up where I wish I had a second one. So I'm just deciding to run a second one and just try it out, see how it does for me. And then lastly, for the trap lineup, I'm running triple imperm. It's imperm. Nothing to really say about that. It's imperm. Next up on the list, we're gonna go through the extra deck. It's gonna be really simple, really quick. I feel like a lot of these extra decks are the same. So give or take a few cards. First off, of course, we have the FIENDSMITH package. Gotta run that. Oh yeah, where's my closed moon? Yeah, this is part of the FIENDSMITH package. You gotta run this. You know what I mean? I don't run the Necro Quip because I'm not really focused on going into sixes. This works just for me, just fine. And shout out to my Euros, you know what I mean? Got them Euros. The FIENDSMITH engine is just too good and too free. So I'll always be running this engine in this deck, no matter what. And I'm looking forward for the other FIENDSMITH cards to come out and just see how they synergize and work with this deck and archetype, you know? Next up on the list, we run the one Appo. It's Appo, you know what I mean? I don't feel like Appo's as strong as it used to be, but it's still like really good. So, you know, I still love running this card. I've been seeing some people cut it, but it's just too good. Next up, I'm running Access Code Talker. I've seen some people take it out, but I just feel like it's too good. Some people side it too, but when you're trying to just go for game, just being able to make this a 5,000 beater and just pop things, etc., etc. It's Access Code Talker, bro. Too good. Next up, I'm running the one Phoenix. Some people cut this card, but when you want to remove that back row, it's just too good, and that co-linked effect does come up sometime, just allowing you to draw one. So definitely have to run this. Got the Anima, don't need to explain. Got the SP. Pardon the secret, it's German, but I'm gonna get my QCR. I'm gonna get my QCR soon. But right now we're rocking with the secret, but SP is SP. The one Hita, pardon the super. I'm gonna get a Starlight. I just want to see what the ban list is gonna do to the deck first and how the extra deck is gonna be looking before I cop these cards. If you hear some like chattering running, like going on in the background, that's my dog. He's running around. His name's Poet. You know what I mean? He's just doing his thing. Popo. Next up, you run the one Princess. Gotta run Princess. Too good. Instead of running the Caesar and stuff like that, I'm running the Underworld Goddess because this card comes up a lot. Being able to, with the closed moon, take two bodies off of their board is just too good to me, and I just love doing that to my opponent. Sometimes you catch your opponent off guard a lot. You get what I mean by just dropping this out of nowhere and taking a problematic card off of their board. So this card makes you feel like you're dropping a lava golem on your opponent. If any of you have ever done that before, when they build a big board and you just go, you know, lava golem, tribute off two of their cards, lava golem. That's what Underworld Goddess is. And that effect to stop your opponent from special summoning a card from the graveyard does come up. The last two slots, playing the IP Masquerena, gotta play it. Love this alternate artwork as a QCR, it looks really good. And then we're running the one Selene because you can do some crazy plays with Selene and still get the IP to the graveyard and still get the big apple, or you can get your Access Code Talker off of Selene plays. So we got to run that because it aids in the OTKs. Finally, we're going to go over the extra deck real quick. Everybody's extra deck is pretty much similar with a few card differences, but this is what I'm running right now. I'm running the 3 Dog Water. That's what I call this card. I'm going to continue calling it Dog Water. I run the 3 Dog Water. You got to run that for time. I'm running the second Droll and the second Ogre and the second Nibiru in the side, just in case I want to double up on any of these cards, depending on what I'm playing against. Some things are stronger than others, but you know, Droll and Ogre definitely have their own places in the format right now. So that's how we're running those. Next up for the side, I'm running 2 Cosmic Cyclone. I do have the third, but I decided to run 2 for right now. It's been working out for me, so yeah. Then I run the power cards, Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster. I don't gotta say nothing about these. They just do what they do. Next up, I'm running 1 Evenly Matched. I still decided to side this because it's still it's a cross out target. And on top of that, going second, game 2 or 3 is just too strong. You know what I'm saying? When they build a board, even if they have 2 cards, just being able to get rid of it is just too good. Lastly, for the side deck, I'm running Triple Skill Drain. I was maining these at one point. Sometimes I still do put them back in the main and take out certain cards. Like I might side out the Bestials and put these back in, or put the Bestials in the side and main these. But Skill Drain is just too good, too strong. Turn it off whenever I want, etc., etc. So Skill Drain, man. That's about it for the deck profile. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It was only right to, you know what I mean, max it out, bring it to you guys, and you know, show off some shiny cardboard. Nonetheless, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. If you have any changes that you're making to the deck for the new format, let me know. If you have any predictions of what you think is going to get banned or limited or whatever, feel free to comment. Let's start a discussion. I'm going to be doing some giveaways on the channel pretty soon for some high-end stuff. So make sure you guys are subscribed, comment, like, all that good stuff. It's only going to be for members of the channel and members that are actually members of the Patreon. So tap in. This has been a very nice deck profile. Peace.